It's time for Ridgeline High School Sports, a presentation of 104.5 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Castelite, The Cater Shop, DD Auto and Salvage, Great Basin Graphics, Adams Wealth Advisors, Cache Valley Auto Care, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Cache Valley Daily, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, The Logo Shop, and Planet Fitness. Now, it's time for the Ridgeline Riverhawks on 104.5 The Ranch.
Everyone, I'm Dave Simmons, joined by the Patriot Nick Zollinger, and we have the second round of the boys 4A state tournament here for you at Ridgeline High School. Home game for the Riverhawks here in the second round of the playoffs. Ridgeline getting set to take on the Hillcrest Huskies. Hillcrest comes into this game with a 16-8 record. If you want to compare that to Ridgeline, Ridgeline is 18-5. Bringing in Nick Zollinger now. Nick, I feel like once you get into the second round, you can even say the first, but more so the second round, I don't care if you're the 3 seed in the RPI to whatever. You got to play every single game now going the rest of the way, because I don't think that there is that much parity between 3 and what are these guys now? It's just not a big jump to me.
You're saying there is a lot of parity between the two. The teams are very closely matched up.
They're very closely matched up.
I agree. I think this is a tough matchup in the second round.
Hillcrest is a 14. I mean, to me, 3 and 14 on paper, you're like, oh, it should be Ridgeline.
They don't look like a 14 seed just on paper, nor just watching them warm up. They look very well coached. And then also, you look at that starting lineup, Dave. They're bringing at you 2 6'5" kids, 2 6'2" kids, and a 6-footer. So their shortest guy is running at 6 foot, and then you got length at your highest. Your 2 top scorers go 6'5", 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
So just on paper, you got a kid that averages 13, a kid that averages 11, and then you drop down to 6.5 and 6. So it looks like that, those next scorers after those top 2, who's it going to be for Hillcrest? And maybe it's been a little inconsistent throughout the year, but a 16-8 record, 8-4 in region, and third place down there in Salt Lake. I just don't know what to think of this team. A 14 seed seems extremely high for this Hillcrest Huskies team, as they look to bring a lot of length and some decent scoring at you. I think defensively they could create matchup problems for Ridgeline, and we've talked about it before. Westfield gave us fits both times we played them. We had a 21-point lead and barely won. Then they took us into overtime in our own gym. And so I just think sometimes teams, the way teams play, the way they run their offense, the way they get in their sets, and then the way they're going to defend your offense can create problems matchup-wise. And hopefully Coach Watts has got the scouting report dialed in for these guys and has a good game plan drawn up. But, man, I think this is a second-round matchup. A 14 seed is as tough as you're going to see out there across the bracket. I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you. I hope Ridgeline plays really well and is able to advance down to Cedar City, but it looks like it's going to be a tough road ahead for them so far.
I agree. Hillcrest was able to beat Jordan to get to this ball game. It was that first round game. They beat them 72-60. Sorry, that was the second time they met. They've played Jordan 3 times now.
Yeah, twice in region and then first round of the playoffs.
So they just beat them 63-46. As far as statistics go in that ball game, they were able to get 17 out of Guillermo Martinez and 17 out of Miles Mahler. So those are 2 of your starters. Martinez doesn't normally average that. He averages 6.5, and he got 17. So maybe he's starting to peak at the right time for his team. But the leading scorers are Miles Mahler and Anton Mahler, twins, by the way. And so we'll use their first names for our broadcast for the most part. And so if you get a guy like Guillermo Martinez who's starting to kind of come into his own offensively, and he can get up into those double figures, now you're seeing a team with 3 guys in double-figure averages that can be hard to beat.
Well, and I just look at those two senior twins. Not only are they long and probably athletic, but they bring a lot of experience with them. Being seniors out there for Hillcrest, you're going to start 4 seniors and a sophomore in that starting lineup. And I was watching that sophomore, number 12, just warm up here. He looks like he can get the ball in the bucket offensively as well. So he only averages 5.5 points per game. But Tyler Ashby, it looks like the brother of Thomas Ashby, also in the starting lineup.
Okay.
So you have 2 sets of brothers in the starting lineup. The Ashbys, though, one's a senior, one's a sophomore, they look like they could score. So, I mean, it could be, like I say, I think you're going to have to play well. You just can't show up and expect to win this basketball game.
Did you have, I was out of town last Friday night. Did you go to Mountain Crest and watch Ridgeline play out there?
Yeah, I did.
Did Andrew Pinocchi, he didn't start.
He didn't start, no, but he came in and he played, and he actually played really well.
Good.
But his minutes were limited. You could tell he was on a minutes restriction. He'd get in for 2 or 3 minutes. He'd make an impact. He had a couple of nice baskets. He'd play really well, some rebounds, blocks, and then Coach Wads would pull him out, maybe trying to get his legs back underneath him and get his lungs going. But he didn't play a lot. But when he did play, Dave, I will say he played very well.
Effective.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
He's had some extended time off with dealing with that hand, but it's good to have him back. And you know, I'm sure Coach Wads was realizing that game against Mountain Crest, besides just
keeping the 3 seed, right? You want to keep the RPI 3 seed.
I guess.
Yeah.
But if you have the opportunity to not play him as much, maybe that's the case. You can argue it both ways. I almost in a way would like to see him really go in that game so that he's really ready to go for this one, but he should be really ready to go, I would think, for this ball
I would think he's been practicing quite a bit, and he's not going to start here tonight.
Well, he still has a pretty decent-sized looking wrap on his hand, which I would think would make a huge difference shooting. Now, mind you, it's his left hand, but it's still, that's a different feel.
Yeah, the way you hold your fingers in place as opposed to just being completely...
Folks, want to remind you that your video streaming experience on CashValleyDaily.com is brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors. Expect specific guidance from advisors who adhere to principles of honesty, professionalism, and integrity. Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com. The bracket looks like this. Whoever wins this ball game is
going to play the winner of
Hurricane and Murray.
Okay.
Yep, they're playing right now at the same time as well. 1 o'clock.
Everybody's playing
it looks like
1 o'clock time.
Green Canyon also has got Westfield at Green Canyon right now at 1 o'clock, so hopefully we'll get some score updates on that one.
Westfield beat Bear River in the first round. I believe that was the matchup.
That's correct. The winner of their game will play the winner of Timpanogos and Provo. So it gets pretty real, I would think, right after.
Yeah, and those are 2 really good teams. Yeah, I mean, once you get down to SUU, it's going to be, I think, as far as the field goes, it is anybody's championship to win. I don't see Green Canyon as the dominant favorite. I think Timpanogos, I think, Ridgeline, obviously, as a 3 seed, has chances. Cooper Hall not being here, hurts those chances significantly. He's the one. He's a big reason why we got the 3 seed. But I think it's anybody's game, and I think those games down at SUU are going to be incredibly competitive at all the different matchups.
How about Logan beating Skyview?
I mean,
good for them.
The last region game, Logan had Skyview on the ropes, and they were up 10 in the 4th, and then gave up the lead and ended up losing to Logan. But you had to Logan ended up losing to Skyview the last region game of the year. But Logan definitely felt like they were in control of that game the majority of the time and just let it slip away at the end. So I don't know what that final score was in the bracket play, but Logan comes out victorious.
63-56 for Logan. And now Logan has to travel down today. They're starting at 1 playing Dixie.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's going to be,
Dixie's a 4 seed.
Yeah,
Dixie's always
very well coached.
Yeah, competitive.
Got
Dixie,
a lot of good players.
Did not win that region. Crimson Cliffs did with 10-2 region record, and then Dixie was 8-4, actually tied with Pineview and Hurricane, all 8-4.
And those are 2 teams I failed to mention that could be in the mix for that state championship. Dixie and Crimson Cliffs coming out of that South region. Either of them could win it all. And then you got Hurricane is going to be that next matchup. So they tied for basically 3rd in Region 10. And so Hurricane's going to be a tough game. to open up, if Ridgeline's able to win this game, to open up the SUU quarterfinals, that Hurricane matchup's going to be tough if they're able to knock off Murray, which I expect they would.
You know, this is interesting to look at. Of these two teams, Hillcrest averages 60 points a game. 59 points a game, and Ridgeline averages 60.
I was going to say Ridgeline's got to be about right there.
I mean,
defensively, how many do they allow?
This doesn't show that as easily. I'm just looking at Max Preps right now. It doesn't show that particular stat, but we could look it up, I'm sure, just crunching some numbers. But as far as common opponents go, Hillcrest beat Logan, it looks like. They do this so dumb on this thing.
Max Preps?
Yeah, they beat.
Go to schedule. Go to schedule. That's easier to read there. Yep.
Yeah, but when they show like the common opponents, they don't show the scores. That's not helpful.
There's your schedule. You can kind of pick them out.
They beat Logan. Wow. 57-35. Now, mind you, that was back on November 27th, so it's been a while. But yeah, that's really the only common opponent that I'm seeing on this.
I mean, I see if Hillcrest went through a tough preseason and you know, they went 8-4 in region, I just don't see a 14 seed being 8-4 in region and 16-8 overall. I would think a 14 seed would be closer to that 500 overall mark and about 500 in region. So again, this team,
I mean, 16-8 is a solid
record.
Record.
And especially if you have that tougher preseason schedule, right?
And in that region, Region 10, Cottonwood, Murray, and Hillcrest all had an overall record of 16-8.
Oh wow!
But the region, it was 11-1 for Cottonwood at first. Murray was 10-2, and then Hillcrest 8-4.
Yeah, and Cottonwood played in the championship game last year against Layton Christian Academy, and put up a great fight. I believe they just lost to a team that had just some monsters out there. So Cottonwood, another really good program in that same Hillcrest region, and the same overall record.
Yeah, 16-8, three different teams: Cottonwood, Murray, and Hillcrest.
So yeah, you can't sleep on these Hillcrest Huskies.
No, I think they're here to play. Hey, we got the national anthem coming up here, so Nick and I will step aside and come back for the starting lineups and the tip-off right after this.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Welcome back to Ridgeline High School. The starting lineups for Hillcrest and Ridgeline. Dick, take the Hillcrest starting lineups as they are the visiting team.
Yeah, starting for the Hillcrest Huskies, number 0, Miles Mahler, a 6'5 senior, averages 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals per game. Guillermo Martinez, a 6' senior, he's number 2. He averages 6.5 points per game and 2 rebounds. Thomas Ashby, number 10, is a 6'2 senior, averages 5.5 points, 2.5 rebounds. Tyler Ashby, number 12, is a 6'2 sophomore, averages 5.5 points and 2.5 rebounds. And Anton Mahler, number 41, is a 6'5 senior, averages 11 points and 4 rebounds. The Huskies are coached by Brandon Sluga. They bring in a 16-8 overall record to this second round of the state playoff game.
Starting lineup for the home team, Ridgeline Riverhawks. Number 1 is Dawson Lowe. Now, mind you, folks, a handful of seniors here in their last game on this floor, which is a lot of fun and a lot of emotions in that case. Number 1 is Dawson Lowe. He's a 5'11 senior, averages 11.5 a game, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 2.5 steals. He's a stat stuffer. That is Dawson Lowe. Number 2 is Tyler Jackman. He is a 6'3 senior, averages 10 points per ball game and 3.5 rebounds. Number 5 is Harrison Putnam. He's a 6'3 senior, averages 10 a game as well, and 3 rebounds. Then they'll start Cam Earl. Cam is a 6'1 junior, averages 6.5 a game and 3 rebounds. And Cade Barrett gets the nod tonight as this afternoon, a 6'4 sophomore, averages 3.5 a game and 2.5 rebounds. Most likely, probably because of the size Cade can bring and try to body up some of the bigger players here for Hillcrest. Stepping in to jump it up will be Harrison Putnam along with Miles Mahler at 6'5.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Again, to Harrison Putnam gets, I think there's trademark stuff on that. We just won't go, we won't tell him.
You think anybody's calling that in?
Yeah, I think they are. All sorts of them. Ridgeline with the ball to start in their own half court. Up top, Cam Earl gets a pick and roll with Barrett. He's blocked up high. He tries to go up again. He's blocked again. Big number 41, Anton Mahler.
Yeah, that length already showing its presence early in the ball game with 2 blocks.
Tyler Ashby gives off to Miles Mahler. Now to Martinez. Martinez spins in the lane. Lowe had a hand on it, but it got knocked back to Hillcrest. 3-point shot by Martinez is way off to the right. Hits backboard, but no rim.
That's the Cass Light candidate brick of the game there.
First shot of the game. They're putting a lot of pressure on that switch out there on
Oh boy, are
Dawson.
they ever.
And Miles Mahler is all up on his grill and is going to get called on a foul. And that could be interesting too. Foul situations could be interesting too. If you come out super aggressive like Miles Mahler was just there, the last thing they want is to get him in quick foul trouble.
Yeah, he's got to stay on the court, it looks like, for the Huskies.
Dawson driving hard, finding his man Jackman in the corner. Now up top to Putnam. Putnam kicks out to Earl, and now up top again to Jackman. Jackman uses a screen from Barrett, dumps it down to Barrett on the roll, and it's stripped out of his hands.
Turnover, Ridgeline. This man defense for the Huskies looks pretty aggressive and tight.
Tyler Ashby on the steal that time.
They're going to put pressure on this Ridgeline ball handling.
Left side, Thomas Ashby. He goes into the corner to Miles Mahler, and now top to Anton Mahler. Martinez straight away. Left side again to Miles. On a weave action to Tyler Ashby. Martinez into the lane, takes a bump, kicks it out, then gets it back immediately. 2 seconds left. Turnaround jumper short. Rebound grab by Lowe. That's a good defensive effort that time.
Both attempts and possessions in the hands of Martinez, and neither of them really close to going in. So rough start for the Huskies offense.
Already Pinocchi at the scorers table, just 2 minutes removed in the first quarter.
Yeah,
Lowe,
we've seen it all year.
Big jump stop in the lane. Got it up and in. Nice shot.
What a beautiful move by Dawson. As you said, a nice jump stop. right in the middle of the key, and he hits the little floater to get Ridgeline on the board 2-0.
Miles Mahler's shot is blocked by Cade Barrett. And it hit Mahler when he was out of bounds, and so it's off of Hillcrest.
I don't know how. That's
good block.
And Mahler wanting the foul as Barrett came over.
There's your Castlight block of the game
I'd
right there.
say that is.
Whether you're looking for brick for your home or tile for your bathroom remodel or pavers for a new walkway, think Castlight. Online at castlight.com.
These two Mahler brothers, looking at the Huskies offense, they really don't have a big. They just got two really long stretch fours, it looks like, out of the two Mahler brothers.
Earl into the lane,
that's a
travels.
Yep.
Loses it going up and catches it before coming down. He was trying to say he lost the handle and it shouldn't be called, but I would have called it a travel too.
Yeah, I would have too. Second turnover of the game for the Riverhawks.
Andrew Pinocci is in.
Pressure here.
And Andrew Pinocci is back in. Or in for the first time, I should say.
Yeah,
the inbound to Martinez down the sideline. 3-ball on the way.
Wow.
Is no good by Thomas Ashby. Rebound.
Oh, no.
Jackman rolls his ankle.
Oh, no. Stepped right on Putnam's foot.
Ball is ricocheting around. It was grabbed finally by Ridgeline, and Tyler is already on the sideline going out.
He's going back into the locker room as he came down for that rebound right on the foot of Harrison Putnam. I watched it happen live, and ooh, that one hurts.
Yeah. Tyler's going to go get tended to. Hopefully he's taped already.
How many times you done that?
So many. I can roll my ankles swimming right now. Putnam at the free throw line. Drawn kick out to Brenchley, who's checked in for him. He rotates it to Earl into the lane. Picks up his dribble. Outside now to Lowe. Lowe tries to get a screen from Pinocci. Back to Andrew. 3-ball on the way for Pinocci. In and out. No good. It looked pretty good. Rebound grabbed by Anton Mahler. He's going to bring it. Earl slows him up just a little bit. Now Miles Mahler tries to drive, and they're going to get a foul called on Andrew Pinocci.
Yeah, and you can't afford to lose Jackman right now. You got to be careful with those fouls, as you mentioned. Even more critical than before with Jackman going out with a rolled ankle. Pinocci, Putnam, Lowe can't get in foul trouble.
Barrett ready to check back in. He went out when Pinocci came in. Hillcrest with the ball on the outside, right side three-point range. That is Tyler Ashby. Tries to drive. Little floater up on the short corner is good.
Yeah, a little bump off of Earl just to create some space, and then the little floater on the baseline falls for the Huskies. Now it's 2-2.
Three-point shot coming from Barrett. Earl. That's long. Rebound grabbed on the backside. Anton Mahler bringing it. He loses it. Dawson is there. He's got his straight path to the rim, scores it.
Yeah, nice job. Just the opportunistic Dawson Lowe sees a little mishandle by Mahler, and he jumps in and grabs that ball, and it's an easy layup. 4-2. Only 6 points on the board halfway into the first.
Martinez got a screen from a Ridgeline player. Dawson couldn't get past Pinocci.
Oh, it was Pinocci. I thought it was Tyson Brenchley over there. Oh, Martinez.
And Martinez on the floor, diving, and they get a timeout as he goes to the floor. It's a 4-4 ball game, and they were screaming for a timeout after that steal pretty quickly. Makes you feel like they feel like every possession is going to count, even here midway through the first quarter.
Yeah, a lot of excitement going on from both teams right now. I got a replay for you here, Dave.
All right, why don't you play that replay while I tell our listeners that the Logo Shop can really put your logo on just about anything. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations trust the Logo Shop. We logo stuff. Your 4-time gold medal menswear store winner in the Best of Northern Utah contest is the Cater Shop. Proud to support Ridgeline Sports and all their student athletes.
Yeah, nice little jump stop by Dawson Lowe there to open up the game for the Riverhawks, but only 4 points for each team on the board. We're over halfway through this first quarter. Couple of turnovers by Ridgeline, only one from Hillcrest, but neither offense really clicking here early in the game. So a lot of times you're trying to figure out how the type of defense they're playing. I'm sure they expected to see this man pressure D early, and they're seeing it, and it's causing a couple of issues for the Ridgeline offense.
Ridgeline extended pressure, but it wasn't super tight. Martinez tries to spin and gets cut off, so he kicks it back outside. Tyler Ashby drives, kicks out to Martinez. 3-ball is good.
And Martinez, one of their leading scorer in their previous wins, he hits his first shot of the game. 7-4 lead for Hillcrest.
Lowe kicks to Brenchley. Now Barrett on the outside, still three-point range, low in the corner, drives, goes up strong, scores it. Good move by Dawson.
Wow, a beautiful move.
He's got all 6 of the Ridgeline points right now.
So Dawson Lowe carrying the load offensively as he just potty controls that layup in.
Three ball in the other way is good. That one's taken by Tyler Ashby. So he and Martinez each have 5 for the 10 at Hillcrest. 10-6 for Hillcrest. 2:33 remaining in the first quarter. Pinocchi fakes a drive, kicks it to the left side to Lowe, and he goes down low to Earl, and he's fouled on the reach. That's going to go against Thomas Ashby. That's probably good for Hillcrest because Earl found Barrett on a nice little cut underneath. It would have been an easy layup. Putnam's going to come back in, and Reynolds for Brenchley and Earl.
I just looked over the Ridgeline bench, and Tyler Jackman comes jogging out of the locker room looking to be okay.
I hope he was taped. If you're taped and you turn it, it's not nearly as bad as if you don't have it.
I'm sure he is.
I hope all these kids are getting taped before games or wearing braces. Spin move by Putnam is denied at the rim, and it leads to an easy layup for Tyler Ashby.
I would even call it a mishandle and a turnover by Putnam on the spin move, and then it leads to immediate transition by Hillcrest and a 12-6 lead.
Left side low, down low to Pinocchi. He's the mid-post area. He gets to the rim on the other side and scores it. Good soft touch.
Uses that big frame just to get underneath the arms of Ashby, and he gets the little bunny layup to fall. 8-12 now.
Martinez directly between the circles now on the pass to the right side to Miles Mahler, and then they swing it back to the other side into the hands of Martinez.
Terrible
Bad pass. It goes picked off by Putnam, and he'll give it off to Dawson. Lowe brings it across half court on the left side, gets a high screen from Barrett, backs out of it, and then tries to reset. Goes on the curl cutter to Reynolds. Reynolds' pass is deflected, but it gets it to Pinocchi and down low to Barrett. He's on the post. He's got position. Turn around, jump hook, no good. Thomas Ashby on the board.
He gets good position, but unable to finish by Barrett. Good move.
That was Miles Mahler on the board. Three-point shot the other direction is by Thomas Ashby. A rebound grabbed by Ridgeline. Under a minute to play. Pinocchi spins and goes right through a man. And it's going to be offensive foul.
That's easy and a good position by the Hillcrest defense as they come over to help. He's open on the spin, but he just can't control his momentum, and he falls right into the arms of the defender, and it's an easy offensive foul call and the 4th turnover for Ridgeline. There's Jackman back in the ball game.
He doesn't look like he's running with a limp, but he is taped on that right side.
Now, so maybe I was completely wrong saying he was taped before.
Some guys just have very pliable ankles. Big Uncle Jake can roll it straight to the ground, think he's in a wheelchair, and next thing you know, he's fine. It's the way it goes. I roll it mowing the lawn, and I'm down. They're trying to get it down low to Miles Mahler. They do find him now. He finds his man underneath, Ezra Bell.
Oh, my.
He misses. Wow. Somehow it comes out of there on a board and cleared to Tyler Jackman.
Bell, the first substitution in for the the Huskies. Oh, what a move by.
Good turnaround jumper by Tyler Jackman. Good to have him back. It's a 12-10 score for Hillcrest. Ezra Bell working into the paint, kicks into the corner. 3-ball by Tyler Ashby, no good. Rebound putback is too late. It was put up and in by Anton Mahler, and it's going to be too late. So Ridgeline with a 12-10 lead, trailing 12-10 at the end of the first. We'll be back for the second in just a moment.
And then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Find the parts and the oil.
Coming back to start the second quarter for Ridgeline will be Lowe, Jackman, Earl, Pinocchi, and Putnam.
Hey.
That's Nick's favorite part.
One of my favorites. How can you not like Big X the plug?
How can you even know who that is?
How can you not?
Straight away.
This pressure.
A little bit of pressure
That's
put on. They're trying to get it.
Ooh,
almost backcourt, not quite. Tyler Ashby, they got all sorts of pressure. They can pass out of it and have a good look, but Ridgeline really flying around right now. Ezra Bell, he's in the paint. They're down there on him, can't get it to, as they kicks it outside to Josh Pike, who's the second substitution we've seen for Hillcrest. Into the corner now, 3-ball in the way for Anton Mahler is no good. Rebound, Pinocchi gives to Earl. Earl down the right sideline. He goes to Dawson Lowe, who's just across half court, still standing on the logo. Pinocchi just off of center to the right, gives to Putnam. Putnam tries to spin and kicks it back outside. Lowe looked at a three, didn't take it, got by his man, and that looked to me, it's pretty good recovery.
I thought it was a clean block. It looked like it went off Dawson.
I thought originally it was too, but then as they came down, I thought Dawson's arm was pulled down. Maybe it was just by the block. Coming back in is Miles Mahler. He comes in for Anton Mahler.
It was a great move by Dawson Lowe to get past Mahler, but a great recovery. An even better recovery by Mahler to block his shot.
Dawson trying to get the ball in. Does get it into Pinocchi at the last second. He can't finish. But he goes and gets his own. And then goes up and finishes.
There's those big volleyball skills and the jumping ability of Andrew Pinocchi. He just goes up and over the Hillcrest player and grabs that board and puts it back in. Tie ball game, 12-12.
Ridgeline in this 2-3 zone, throwing a different look.
What do you think indicates the trap pressure when they get it up high, when they bring that high pressure at them? Just a call. Oh,
that's a bad pass, but Martinez goes and tracks it down. Martinez goes into the corner now to Ashby on the pass, back to Martinez. 2 on the shot. He's got to get a shot off. He does turn and he got it to go.
Oh, my.
Oh, they said it was, I thought he had it off.
Well, we're going to watch, Dave. Here it comes. Oh, we got to watch about 10 seconds of it. I'll get back to the live action. I thought he did too. Comes back to Martinez. Oh.
You got it over there? Or
I'm watching it. It was definitely out of his hands. That's a bad call. That is a bad call.
Just missed Pinocchi on a back cut. Went on the right side too.
Oh, what a pass!
Now a better pass down to Earl from Pinocchi or from Putnam.
He doesn't miss this time. He finds the open teammate Earl underneath the hoop for an easy basket. And man, a call on a shot clock violation hurts Hillcrest.
Oh, what a block by Pinocchi. Grabbed by Jackman. Pinocchi was to the races and Jackman didn't see him when he came down with it. Ridgeline in the corner to Earl, leading now 14-12. Jackman working hard to get inside, dumps it down to Pinocchi. Pinocchi goes up and scores it.
Yeah, everything going Ridgeline's way to open up this second quarter, 2.5 in. They went on a 6-0 run to take the lead, 16-12.
Let's hope this ballgame doesn't end with a 2-point win for Ridgeline, because that to me looked like that was.
Again, if you want to watch it,
I do want to see it.
It's 13 seconds worth of. Our instant replays are about 15 seconds long, so
we got to watch for a second.
Yeah, we just you can see it there.
So here it gets to Martinez with 2 on the shot. He turns and fires it up.
Yeah,
it's close though.
It's close, but it definitely looked like it was out of his hands. Let me see if I can pause this. I can pause. Let's see.
Well, while you're looking to that, we got another 15 seconds here. D&D Auto and Salvage is Cache Valley's #1 place to get the most money for junk vehicles and scrap metal. Pickup is available. Call 787-1204. No job is too big. What do you got?
Well, let me see if I can do a little magic here. Okay, he's got 1 second.
Nick's working the boards. Your production, the high quality production level with this broadcast is second to none. All because of the Patriot over there on his computer, and he's got his boards.
Look at that, 1 second, appears to be out of his hands right there. Yeah, it's definitely, look at that. If that ain't high quality, I don't know what to tell you. The ball's out of his hands, there's a second on the shot clock.
Yeah, he got it off. Yeah, so that's a bad break. They don't have instant replay in high school, so bad break for Hillcrest on that one. Again, hopefully this game doesn't come down to 2 points.
Well, I ain't going to tell you who made that call, but I know him really well. And sure, he's going to be kicking himself over that
He'll
one.
hear it from you at some point.
If I see him, yeah. Be like, bro, what are you watching?
After the timeout here, Hillcrest will have the inbounds on the far sideline in front of the student section, which is probably about a third of what it normally is.
Maybe a quarter.
It's a holiday weekend and a 1 o'clock Saturday start here.
Maybe an eighth.
Yeah, maybe. Anton Mahler gives off to Martinez, and then he gives off to Thomas Ashby. Mahler is blocked. Miles Mahler's shot blocked, but it goes back to his teammate.
4 seconds.
Now right side, Thomas Ashby's 3 balls no good. Cam Earl flies in for the board.
The defense is definitely picked up for the Riverhawks, and Pinocchi is all over the place right now, blocking everybody's shots.
He is. He's playing very, very well.
I'm impressed with Martinez, to be honest with you. He is a tough defender.
On the logo is Dawson Lowe. He comes forward now, hands it off to Stockton Hansen, who's checked in, and he gets it picked off on his pass to the left. Josh Pikes looks at a 3. Now he takes it, and that's a kind of a funky rotation on that ball. He misses it to the right. Jackman with the board down the court to Earl.
A little bit of a travel there. Nothing called.
Low left side. Drives. Takes a body, shoots it up, can't get it to go. Rebound. Hillcrest. Throws it off the back of his teammate. And now off the leg of Andrew Pinocchi as he tried to pick it up and just lost the handle.
Yeah, just Mahler got that rebound and got in the air and had nowhere to go with it, so he throws it off the back of his teammate, but then had Pinocchi. I looked down. What happened? Had Pinocchi lose it when he
went
got
to track it down and grab it and just mishandled it, and it went off his knee and out of bounds.
Oh, okay.
16-12, Ridgeline in the lead. Again, a little bit of extended pressure, but nothing super tight until they cross half court. Then they try to trap. Martinez on a dangerous pass, saved
Stockton,
by Tyler Ashby to Anton Mahler. Now down to Miles Mahler, goes up and scores it in the lane right in front of the rim.
Yeah, big boy move there by Mahler as he gets into the chest of Pinocchi, and he's able to finish with his left hand to get this game 16-14 in favor of Ridgeline.
Putnam goes right side on the pass to Jackman. They jump that screen quickly. Jackman's got to track it down after a small deflection. Now left side, Pinocchi in the lane, loses it. Again, loses it, gets through, and somehow scores it.
Yeah, and they want a double dribble or a travel on Pinocchi there, the Hillcrest bench, showing their displeasement of the lack of call there from the officials.
Corner, 3 ball on the way by Tyler Ashby. Air ball. Stockton Hansen grabs it and hands it to Dawson Lowe.
Huskies only
right side,
able to
raises for 3.
Wow.
Got it.
Now we have 9 points. Ridgeline on a 9-2 run, 5 minutes into this second quarter.
Speaking of 9, that's how many Dawson has.
No, that's 11-2, I believe.
21-14 is the score. We were 12-10 at the quarter.
Yeah, it is 11-2 run.
3-point shot is no good, but the backside rebound by Miles Mahler. He tries to go up. He is able to score it with what his sideline thinks is a lot of contact.
A lot of contact, but Pinocchi is just vertical.
Jump shot by Putnam is no good, right at the right elbow.
Pinocchi and Mahler going at each other right now, and Mahler so far getting the best of Pinocchi the last 2 possessions.
I think Pinocchi looks gassed.
I think Mahler looks gassed. Look at them both.
Yeah, they're both kind of on their knees and on their hips.
Yeah, and here comes Reynolds to check in. I'm assuming Ridgeline may go small here and pull Pinocchi out.
Well, Earl's down there ready to check in,
is
too.
he? Yeah, I see him.
Pinocchi tries to take a charge. The good pass was a missed layup and rebound grab by Lowe. Lowe trying to push into the front court. Gets it down to Putnam, and he scores it.
Putnam.
That is Dawson Lowe right there.
Yeah, he getting into transition and finding the open Putnam, and then Putnam with the contact the finish.
What I like about Dawson, too, is he's always trying to push push the action, get the defense on their heels.
Out of position and on their
sometimes
heels.
when you're on your heels, if then you slow up, they're now trying to scramble to find people, and guys become open. And that time he found Putnam in that scramble. And Putnam's got a chance to get a three-point play here.
Putnam with a beautiful finish. I got that one saved on replay, Dave.
Free throw for Putnam is good.
Great job here in the second quarter. The Ridgeline offense really coming alive.
That's the first points for Putnam.
Putnam, 3.
Up top, between the circles, is Anton Mahler. He gives it off to Martinez.
Anton, I don't think, is on the board for Hillcrest.
No, he has not scored. Jump shot, elbow, left side, good. Nice knockdown shot by Thomas Ashby. That's his first points of the game.
Yeah, Anton Mahler's got to get going offensively here for the Huskies.
Lowe fakes a three-point shot, gives to Jackman on the left side. He's lost the handle, he turns it over.
It's the 6th of the game for Ridgeline.
Thomas Ashby loses it, and Earl grabs it. So there's a turnover. Martinez hounding Earl. Gets tripped, and yeah, they're going to call a foul on Martinez. It was definitely inadvertent. He was just, they got feet wrapped up, tangled up. Coming in for Putnam is Barrett. So we've got Reynolds, Barrett, Earl, Jackman, and Lowe on the floor for Ridgeline. Ridgeline has gone 9 deep in this one. Inbounds to Earl, trying to fight his way up, off glass. Yep, rebound by Barrett. They're all over him, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Thomas Ashby.
Good job by Barrett, not only grabbing the board, but then just staying active with the ball, not allowing anybody to tie him up and get a jump ball. He draws the foul.
Number 15 is Josh Pike. He's coming in for Thomas Ashby. Lowe is going to inbound. Trying to get it in, does get it into Jackman. Over the top pass to Earl. Earl, good interior pass to Barrett. Goes up and scores left-handed.
Yeah, and a good finish by the sophomore. Finally gets one to fall. I think that's his first points of the game, but a nice pass by Cameron Earl to his open teammate.
26-18, Ridgeline with the lead.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
Oh, they're going to get a foul on Reynolds.
You know, Reynolds, he sees it, but he's just a hair late on the jump, and that should have been an easy steal, but he's just late, and then he draws Martinez draws the foul on Reynolds, and here comes JT White.
He's going to come in for Dawson with 33 seconds left in the half. Ridgeline leading 26-18. Dawson, does he have a foul? I don't know.
No, I don't believe so, no. Man, if you can get a stop and a bucket here, 10-point lead at half.
JT guarding Martinez. You know JT's going to give every bit of effort on that defensive side. Mahler tries to drive to the baseline. That's Miles Mahler, and he's fouled.
Yeah, I think there's been a couple of times that the Hillcrest bench has really expected Mahler in particular to get some calls, and he hasn't got any.
Still not in the shooting situation. Only 2 team fouls.
For Ridgeline, only 3 for Hillcrest.
Ezra Bell with the ball on left side three-point range. Miles gives up top to Anton Mahler. He gives it off now to that's Pike. Miles Mahler drives, left-handed finish, reaching back. Nice move at the buzzer, or close to the buzzer by Miles Mahler.
That's good. That's good game management and good execution by the Hillcrest offense, being patient, setting it up, and getting that last bucket of the half to bring this lead 26-20 for Ridgeline.
Yeah, at the end of the half, or at the end of the first quarter, it was 12-10 for Hillcrest, so a better second quarter there for Ridgeline. I'll tally the numbers here for you, and we'll share them for you after the break.
It's best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabland Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Welcome back to Ridgeline High School. Ridgeline and Hillcrest at the half here. Ridgeline with a 26-20 lead. They were trailing at the end of the first quarter, 12-10. Outscored Hillcrest 16-8 in the second quarter. Thank you. There's my cue that I need to get right into these stats. Leading scorer in the ballgame right now is Dawson Lowe. He's got 9. He had 6 in the first quarter, then a 3-point make in the second quarter for his 9. Andrew Pinocchi's got 8, had 2 in the first quarter and 6 more in the second quarter.
Off the bench.
And then it drops down to Harrison Putnam with 3. He had an and 1 and got the free throw. Cam Earl's got 2, Cade Barrett's got 2, and Tyler Jackman has 2. Tyler went out, was it the first quarter?
Yeah, it was.
With a tweaked ankle, and he's come back in, so hopefully he's still good to go through the rest of the ball game.
Went up to grab a rebound and landed on the foot of Harrison Putnam, and then immediately sprinted into the locker room and looked like got his ankle taken.
Yeah, it was more of a hobble into the locker room. Leading scorer for Hillcrest is Tyler Ashby. He had all 7 of his points in the first quarter, a 3 and 2 twos. And then Miles Mahler has 6, all came in the second quarter. 5 points for Guillermo Martinez, all of those in the first quarter, and then 2 for Thomas Ashby. They still haven't had any points out of Anton Mahler that I have noticed, and my numbers do work out as far as the totals go, so I think I'm right. To me, Nick, one of the really, really bright points for Ridgeline was the play I thought of Andrew Pinocchi. His energy on the boards and his ability to finish 4 times for his 8 points has been a difference in this first half.
Not only that, the way he plays defense, and he was able to body up Miles Mahler, and even though Mahler had 6, they were a tough 6.
Yes.
And you could see both of those players towards the later half of the second quarter were both gassed as they were going up against each other about 5 possessions in a row. And I got to give the advantage probably to Pinocchi with a couple of blocks. I love the way he plays. He just always seems to be in the right place at the right time. And he's very good, as you've said over the course of the year, Dave, with his timing.
Yeah.
Whether it's the rebounds or whether it's a block shot, his timing is almost impeccable.
Yeah.
And he plays very vertical on defense. You don't see Pinocchi getting in foul trouble very much, but he's he's probably one of your best, not only defenders, but help side defenders as well. So he's involved in a lot of possessions defensively, and he doesn't really get himself in foul trouble, and that goes to that timing.
Yeah, 100% agreed. One thing I'd love to see him work on in the offseason is just the confidence and consistency in that outside jumper, whether it's from the elbow working in, and then periodically being able to step out from three-point range. Just show that threat, because it opens the game up for him on the drive and in the paint. If he can just put that, and I'm not saying he's not capable of it now, you just don't see him shoot that shot very often. So maybe it's just a matter of him getting himself more confident in that outside shot.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Dave. I watched him warm up out here before the game, and I just thought to myself, man, if Pinocchi can develop a perimeter jump shot and be able to knock down shots not only at the mid-range but beyond the arc and stretch the floor for this Ridgeline team in his senior year, he's going to be an incredible player for Ridgeline. But that's for sure where I think he lacks, is just, and I don't know if it's a confidence thing, but you just don't see him do it very often.
He doesn't take that shot very
many. So many of his points are in the paint.
I love when guys are relentlessly attacking the basket, but then I think you can do it almost to a fault. And I look at Tyler. I think Tyler Jackman is fully capable of making 3 to 4 3-point shots in a ball game. But I don't think he's taken 3 to 4 a game.
No.
I really don't think it'd be interesting to look at the numbers to see how many he attempts in a ball game. But, hey, I mean, the guy, he still averages 11.5 and 10 points a game. And so far be it for me to say anything else, but I think that's a threat that he could give them if he just looked, I don't want to say selfish, but a little bit more, hey, if I'm open, I'm going to shoot this
assertive
shot. Yeah, a little bit more assertive in
Well,
that.
the one guy that I'm looking at that hasn't even attempted a 3 that's been kind of on fire is Cam Earl.
He did take the one right here in front of us and missed it, but he's only taken the 1
right.
3.
That's right.
Yep. In fact, there's only been, Dawson has taken 1 and missed it, or made it. Cam's taken 1.
That's it. There's only been 2 3-point attempts for the Riverhawks.
I can't think of any other attempts.
I can't either.
But that goes to show you, it's not what they're looking for. But think about if you knock down a few of those, what it does to open up everything else.
Oh, yeah. Well, look at Hillcrest in the first quarter. What got them the lead was knocking down a couple of threes.
They had 2 of them made in the first quarter.
Yep. And that's what put them ahead of the Riverhawks to open this ball game. And then just, I see them at times struggle offensively to find that guy that is able to knock down jumpers. Mahler is very good, it looks like, offensively, but he wants to get to the rim. We haven't really seen him take any perimeter shots. The other Mahler that averages 11, Anton, he's got to figure out how to get himself going, because right now that's what Hillcrest is missing, is points from him, and that's why they're down 6.
26 to 20. We got a little bit of time. We can take one more break before the start of the second half. We'll be back in just a moment.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
Welcome back to Ridgeline High School. Ridgeline with the ball to start the second half here. Tyler Jackman will enter it on the sideline to Dawson Lowe. Those two with Harrison Putnam, Cam Earl, and Barrett. Good pass interior by Putnam to Barrett, and Barrett can't get it to go. So it's Hillcrest headed the other direction. Martinez tries to set his offense. Now Ridgeline in a man-to-man defense. Left side is Anton Mahler. Get his cutter. That's his brother Miles. Down low, kicks it out to Martinez. Woo. Lets Dawson Lowe fly by, but still can't get the shot off. Back to Martinez after the pass to Anton Mahler. Martinez dribbling up top. Dribble handoff to Ashbury. Tyler Ashbury can't get it to go. Ashby can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Ridgeline. Long pass down the right sideline, or cross-court pass to the right sideline. Tyler Jackman enters it down to Barrett. They're all over him. He gets it out of there and up over everybody. Couldn't get it to go as Putnam. And now they got a jump ball as they both are falling to the ground. Putnam and Thomas Ashby.
Yeah, and if Barrett can just receive that entry pass and keep it high and turn with kind of clearing space with his elbow more or less, he can drop that pass down to the cutting. I don't know if it was Earl or Jackman, but he just, when he receives the inbound, it kind of comes down around his chest, and then everybody's after it and unable to convert on their first offensive possession to the Riverhawks.
Miles Mahler kicks it out to Martinez. He spins in the lane and is stuck. Finally gets it to Tyler Ashby. Cross corner pass. Makes it to Thomas Ashby, now kicked out to Martinez. Three-point shot is no good. Barrett on the board.
Yeah, and the matchup with Mahler on Barrett is really giving him problems, as that big body of Barrett is hard to move for Mahler.
Good
what
rip
a move.
and take by Putnam. He rips it low and gets strong on the angle and gets all the way to the rim for the two.
Yeah, now Putnam goes right at Miles Mahler and is able to get the easy bucket to open the half for the Riverhawks. 28-20 lead, 2 minutes in.
I love when Harrison Putnam is aggressive from the elbows in. I really think he's strong and can get above everybody. Backdoor cutter is Martinez, drops it down to Mahler, and he scores it. That's Miles.
Yeah, and the help from Earl and Lowe, just unable to get there. Mahler gets the bucket for Hillcrest.
Putnam gives back to Dawson Lowe. Dawson gets a screen from Barrett, keeps his dribble and pulls it out. Back to in the corner to Putnam. He gets stopped and he throws it away. Gives it to Anton Mahler. And then he turns it over. He tried to give it. It was good defense by Putnam.
Yeah, and the Hillcrest coach is unhappy.
It was Dawson Lowe. Cut him off and made him pick up his dribble and make a bad pass.
As you say, every possession feels important here in the third quarter.
Low, three-point range, doesn't take it. Another jump stop into the lane. Gets it to Earl, gets his man in the air, off glass, and gets it to go.
Saving that. That was a great move as Cam Earl with the little shot fake gets to the rim. Looked like a little contact, but goes high off the glass with the soft touch. 30-22.
Dawson goes for a steal. Martinez keeps the control.
Kick
by
kicked.
Earl is called as he prevented the entry pass down low to Miles Mahler. Harrison Putnam will take a quick break, and in for him is Pinocchi.
It's going to be interesting to see, Dave, this war of attrition. I almost feel like it's becoming, if Hillcrest starters can maintain this energy, as Mahler almost looks gassed already in the third. Wadsworth goes to his bench.
It is quite a pace. They're
quite a pace, but as you said, a nine-man, that's offensive.
Yeah, Dawson Lowe setting that one up, doing a good job. And Martinez now gets called for a technical.
And a tip, and a tee. Oh, salt in the wound. And Coach Sluga is going to his bench to get Martinez out of there, as he's going to cost him possession.
Nick, I thought it was the right call, didn't you?
Oh, for sure. Martinez extended.
And lowered that shoulder just a little bit.
We're going to watch an instant replay.
Dawson took the first bump and then felt the next one coming and settled himself and let it happen. This one is, what play is this one?
This is Putnam on the little
rip.
spin. It's Earl.
Cam Earls. Good,
Sorry,
that's a good head fake from 3-point range. And
I
got
did
into
save
the paint.
Putnam's, but then I saved Earl's afterwards.
Tyler Jackman misses the first of the two free throws.
Is that just hard? I just caught it out of the short.
Barely grazed the front iron.
Caught it off out of the corner of my eye. It looked like he missed it off the backboard.
Second free throw is good. And now Ridgeline does keep possession here. 31-22, Ridgeline in the lead.
Going back to that rotation that Wadsworth brings at you very early and very often, but a 9-man, actually 10, Dave.
Yep.
10-man rotation.
Players.
So, as we get deeper in this game, we'll keep our eye on the
JT White in the ball game right now. With Lowe, Earl, Jackman, and Pinocci. Earl in the left corner. Tries to drive into the lane, kicks it to White. 3-point shot by JT's no good. Rebound.
Yeah, that's on.
That could have been.
Don't want to break an elbow.
Yeah, that could have been a hyperextended elbow there as Pinocci was reaching over. Got called for the foul.
Only his second. 3 on Guillermo Martinez, who is out of this ball game for Hillcrest. He's the only one in foul trouble.
Soon as they cross half court, Ridgeline comes out to try to trap. Good pass to Mahler, reverse layup, good. That's Miles Mahler.
Miles is good around the rim and finishing, but everything seems to be difficult for him right now. Nothing's easy for Mahler.
I think that the pass on that one was made by brother Anton.
It was.
And good little action there between those two. Dawson Lowe gets all the way to the baseline, tries to pass it along the baseline, and it's deflected out of bounds.
Miles has 10 for the Huskies.
Down low to Pinocci. He's just outside the right block. Gets into the middle, kicks it to the corner. Earl drives the baseline, kicks it out to Jackman. He gets down the lane, gets it off to Earl, can't get it to go. He doesn't get his own rebound. They call it jump Miles Mahler.
Man, yeah, and that is, I kind of agree with the coach.
We've lost video, Nick.
What?
Oh, he stepped on the plug here.
Oh my gosh.
That's okay, we got it.
Fire him.
There. I might have to turn it back on.
I'm trying.
No, I'll do it over here. Jackman out on the outside to Putnam. 3-point shot by Harrison is no good, up and over the backboard.
Are we on over there?
Well, I wonder if when it ran out of power because the power cord came undone, it needs to be turned back on now. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Tell him to pay attention.
Well, I just think he stepped on the power cord and unplugged it. It's happened. It's happened before.
He just got a dock and pay.
Should we let everybody know it's not my son now, it's your son?
You just can't find good help nowadays.
These days, yeah.
Oh, they're
going to call a foul
that's a bailout
on Pinocci.
program,
Yeah,
and that's his third.
Losing his footing was Tyler Ashby. Maybe they got tangled up in the feet.
And of course, as I mentioned, Pinocci usually doesn't find himself in foul trouble. He's in foul trouble.
Yeah, that's on you. He's got his third, and with 3:20 left in the third quarter, he is going to come out. Barrett comes back in.
Miles Mahler, the only one for Hillcrest to find any points here in the third. He has 4. There's his brother.
3-point shot by Anton on the way. Rebound is a long one and actually goes over the head of Dawson Lowe and grabbed
what
by
a steal.
Dawson on the pass. Deflection, he gets it and takes it the other direction.
What a steal by Dawson Lowe as he finds an opportunity to get his hand in a passing lane, takes it away, and gets the easy bucket.
Dawson's on-ball defense is so good.
And off-ball.
Yeah, that one was deflected as the pass was trying to be made. Putnam cuts him off, and stepping out of bounds, heading the other direction now on the turnover is Miles Mahler.
Yeah, and the Hillcrest coach right now, I'm just watching. He feels like he's getting no calls from this officiating crew here.
It's definitely a frenetic pace.
And
they're going to get a foul called on Thomas Ashby.
Okay.
Ashby's going to get called as he tried to go through a screen.
Yeah, and I mean, that one I think is pretty legitimate. He just ran right through Dawson Lowe.
It's 3 fouls to 2. It's not like a huge disparity right now.
That's what it was in the second as well.
Earl tries to drive baseline, cut off, good defense, and he gets the pass out to Jackman. Jackman kicks into the corner to Earl. Earl There's a couple down there, too, as far as fouls go. And up and in.
No.
Scored by Barrett.
And Ashby lands right on the side of his head. I'm going to see if I can get that one on replay. But
hopefully he's okay.
He elevates and gets up into the air, and Barrett just lets him fly by. He catches his hip. We'll see if we have it on replay here.
He's angry, too.
I mean, it's just unfortunate, but you just can't elevate like this. As Earl gets it to Barrett, and then he just goes up and under. Oh, my gosh, Dave. Owie.
I did not. I missed him hitting his head.
Yeah, he landed hard.
35-24, Ridgeline in the lead.
Insult to injury. Barrett's going to the foul line. Here he goes up, and Cade just goes up and under. Oh, ow. Dang.
He seems okay.
Yeah, he landed incredibly hard. I hope he is okay down there. Yeah.
Trainer Nate for Ridgeline's helping him take a look.
Yeah.
And little concussion protocol there. See if he's okay.
Yeah, that one was rough looking. That wood floor has no give.
No. You'll take the wrong end of that usually.
But it's one of those plays that it's like, okay, you're coming to play defense. You just can't put yourself in that vulnerable position of up in the air, and then that offensive player goes right through his legs basically, and you have nothing to break your fall. So I don't think there was, obviously no malicious intent on Barrett's case. He's just
trying to go
catching and going.
Contact.
Yeah.
All right, Barrett's almost ready for free throws, or a free throw, I should say.
Getting a little bit.
Feels a little chippy.
Yeah, it is definitely chippy out there.
Free throw for Barrett is good.
Keep your composure if you're Ridgeline. You have a 12-point lead late in the third quarter.
Martinez is back in with 2:20 left in the third quarter. Did you say he's got 3 fouls?
Yep, Martinez has 3.
Ridgeline staying in that zone. It's a 2-3, but sometimes it almost looks like a 3-2 with the way the wings extend a little bit. That pass is over the head of Martinez and out of bounds. Turnover back to Ridgeline.
Really, the turnovers have been equal. I mean, I have it 7-8 in favor of actually Hillcrest, but
2:05 remaining in the third quarter. Ridgeline up by 12. Dribble handoff to Dawson Lowe. He'll fake the handoff.
That's a travel.
He didn't have the ball. He was sliding on his stomach without the ball.
Yeah, but I guess it got knocked away.
Give it back to Jackman, and Jackman gets it out to Earl. Earl looks a roll down to Barrett. Barrett goes up, finishes.
Whoa.
That's a good little finish on the opposite side, reaching back with his right hand.
What a move by Barrett. We're going to show that one on instant replay. A nice little feed. I want to say it was
Earl, wasn't it?
Yeah, again, I think it was Cam Earl. He has 2 assists down low to Cade Barrett. No, it was Earl.
Earl's going to try to drive
it's like
after
a pick
the
and roll.
Yeah, that's a tough pass, and then an even better finish.
Beautiful
on that reverse.
On the left side of the basket, finishing back with your right hand, putting enough English on it to get it to fall for Barrett. How many's he got now? 6?
Barrett's got 7. The thing is, I'm feeling like it's become a very physical game, and I think Ridgeline has stepped up to the physicality of this game better right now than Hillcrest.
Yeah, I agree, and I will say I feel like the calls are going Ridgeline's way.
Yeah.
In most cases.
But I will say, though, when I was just after that kind of stuff happened, I've been watching down there, and there's arms all over the Ridgeline guys, too. It's a physical game altogether right now. It's just who's going to be able to get buckets with that physical play.
Yeah, not complain about the no calls or the missed calls or whatever it is. You just got to play through it. Oh, we got to go to game cam here.
Okay, little, again, extended pressure by Ridgeline. Hillcrest crossing half court.
There's the trap from Putnam.
He didn't come up. Now it's stolen by Dawson. Dawson headed the other direction. Will he get his layup? Yes.
Oh, no contest from Hillcrest. They just let him finish. So a steal and another layup for Lowe. He's got to have 14, 15?
I'll tell you, just one sec. 13.
Okay.
Jump shot by Anton Mahler's no good. Rebound Lowe.
Oh.
Pushed into the corner, and he throws it off of the legs of Miles Mahler. but I think they're going to call Miles for a foul.
Yeah, they are, and Ridgeline's going to be shooting from here on out with only a minute to go in the third. Oh, they're going to be, Dawson Lowe walking to the other side of the court to shoot foul shots. But Anton Mahler just unable to get anything going here for the Huskies. He's got to be incredibly frustrated as he averages 11, and he is scoreless through almost 3/4 of this ball game.
Free throw for Dawson is good.
I'd be curious to see what he scored in the first round, because you had Martinez and his brother Miles leading the team, so maybe he's just had a couple of off games where he's struggled to score. 8, so you put those 8 and we got a pretty close ball game, but right now Ridgeline up 18.
Down the right sideline is Anton Mahler, and he turns it over. Nope, it stays. It must have gone off a Ridgeline player on the baseline, so Hillcrest will get the ball on that baseline. Whistle comes flying in from that side. They're going to let somebody tie their shoe. It's Jackman.
Tie his shoe or put his dislocated ankle back in place.
Yeah,
Which one?
One of the two. It's either.
Okay.
Hopefully it's just the shoe.
Yeah, and here comes the...
Cyrus Nelson gets fouled by Barrett. Cyrus got it just a couple minutes earlier in the game and back in again now. They have him listed at 6'5". He's a big body similar to Barrett. Inbounds comes to Anton Mahler. He'll raise for 3, miss it. Long rebound, Earl gives to Dawson Lowe. Lowe crosses half court. Martinez reaches in, nothing called there. Knocked out of the hands of Lowe. He gets it to Jackman somehow. And a springy little jump there by Putnam, and he scores it.
After the frantic pace, Dawson Lowe getting smacked a couple of times. He finds Putnam and he finishes.
Does it feel like a 20-point lead?
No.
No, it doesn't.
No, it feels like a tight game, but Ridgeline's defense holding Hillcrest to only 4 points in the third. Getting 18 of their own. They're on an 18-4 run in this third quarter. So a great job of coming out of half. I got to say, Coach Wadsworth, I don't know what he says at half, but a lot of times we win third quarters.
Bad pass, but it goes to Nilsson. Nilsson gets it, and they're going to get a foul on. They're actually going to call it on Barrett.
You think? I got JT. No, there you go. Yep. Arcade.
Barrett's.
It's a second.
I think they pointed at him, and his reaction to the foul told me that they were going to call him on Barrett. And it's his third. It's going to send Miles Mahler to the free throw line. 27 seconds left in the third. So if Barrett's got 3. We know that Pinocchi's also got 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay
going into the fourth, right?
Yeah. Free throw is no good by Miles Mahler. JT's going to come back out and Dawson come back in with 27 seconds left in the quarter. They're calling a play, it looks like dribble to me.
For this next set?
Yeah, let's see if they get one at the rim.
Finish the third.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound grabbed by Earl coming from the other side. All right, so Dawson will cross with 18 seconds.
Probably start this play with 10.
I'd go less. I'd go 7. See what they do. There's 10, 9, 8. They're headed to the right side. Dawson's just going to kick it outside to Jackman. Good find. Jackman can't get it to go. Dawson, that's tracked down. It's going to go out of bounds before they're going to call the end of the quarter. Must have gone out right at that buzzer. So Ridgeline's going to take a 20-point lead into the fourth quarter, 44-24. We'll be back in just a moment.
My house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. 'Cause we've done this before, so you come on in.
To breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
Ridgeline leading 44-24 going into the fourth. Planet Fitness, you can get the energy without the punishment. Join the judgment-free zone for just $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all. Latest news about what's going on in our community is found on Cache Valley Daily, including photo galleries and replays of local sports on CacheValleyDaily.com. Hillcrest with the ball to start the fourth quarter. They start with Martinez on the right angle, drives, and he's going to be bumped by Dawson Lowe for the foul. And there'll be a non-shooting foul, so it'll be on the baseline, entered by Martinez. They hand it to him. He's going to see what action happens. They get it on the outside to Josh Pike. Now Martinez left side. Gets it to Nielsen. Spin, floater in the lane. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Jackman, and he's hit. Nope, sorry, that's Earl.
Yeah, we haven't seen the return of Thomas Ashby after he took the hard fall, and there he is, right off the bench to the scorer's table. He's going to check into this ball game.
Good to see him back.
Yeah.
Coming back in for Miles Mahler. And Dawson Lowe will jog.
Gets kicked by a mule, eyes go across, falls in a well, go back straight.
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, that's offensive.
Yeah, Putnam goes right through Anton Mahler. Putnam does go hard. I like it. That time, Mahler was able to get his feet set. Anton take the charge. Coming back in is Miles Mahler for Cyrus Nilsson. 44-24. You don't want to let off the gas.
No, we've had 20-point leads in the past, and we've allowed teams to crawl back in games.
Yep.
We definitely don't want any momentum to go Hillcrest way if you want to finish strong here in this fourth.
Westfield comes to mind for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Mishandled
Westfield,
pass in
Fremont.
Mishandled pass in the corner to Anton Mahler. Goes out on the end line and out of bounds. So Ridgeline will get it back after turnover. How are we doing turnover-wise?
I got them tied, 9-9.
Dawson Lowe gets into the front court. Good defense by Martinez, and they're going to get a travel called on Putnam. Just didn't quite get it down before he tried to run with it.
Back-to-back turnovers, both by Putnam to open this fourth quarter. Hillcrest unable to convert. Turn those turnovers into any points so far. We'll see what they do in this possession.
Anton Mahler goes up top on the pass to Martinez. He gives it off to Pike. Now back to Martinez, left side angle. Gets cut off by Putnam. Good defense moving his feet there. They kick it back outside. Three ball on the way by Anton Mahler. He got it.
There's his first points of the ball game, and Hillcrest has got to have him find his offense if they're going to crawl back in this. They need all five supporting cast out there making shots.
Jackman in the corner. Gets it to Pinocchi. Pinocchi on the block. Coming around behind him is Martinez, and he's going to come across his arms and get the foul. So Pinocchi is fouled by Martinez, bringing Martinez's foul total of 4.
And Miles Mahler has 4 for... Nope. They must have put that on the wrong player. I don't think Miles Mahler has 4 fouls. I think he has 3. So that's Martinez's 4th, though. Maybe Miles Mahler does. We'll keep our eye on that one. That would be a huge loss for Hillcrest, as he's their leading scorer right now.
Inbounds, they get it down low to Earl. Earl just rolls off the iron and grabbed by Miles Mahler. Keeps his dribble all the way to the rim, scores it.
Yeah, just great push by Mahler as he grabs the board and goes coast to coast for Hillcrest. They open up this quarter with a 5-0 run.
Dawson Lowe loses the handle, tries to dive after it, and he's going to get called for a foul. On him.
There's 11 now turnovers for the Riverhawks, as they have only got 1 shot attempt up in 2 minutes of play in the fourth quarter. Only a 15-point lead now.
Dawson picks up his second personal foul. 44-29, Ridgeline in the lead. 6 minutes to play. Pike. Left side pass to Martinez. Back up top to Mahler. Now to Pike again. Reversing the court. Mahler's 3-ball is going to be no good. Short rebound grab by Earl. And as he is jumping to make a pass, he's fouled by Thomas Ashby.
That's Ashby's 5th. He's done.
All right.
3 fouls apiece here.
For teams here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just over 2 minutes in.
44-29.
Definitely tightened up the whistle blowing.
Dawson, dribble handoff to Earl, and now up top to Jackman. Back to Dawson low on the left side. Picks up his dribble. He's got to find someone.
Is there no 5-second count anymore in high school?
There is.
Okay.
3-point shot by Jackman. Hits the side of the backboard from the baseline. Pike's pass is deflected, but somehow makes it to Tyler Ashby. He gives it off to Mahler, and Miles scores it.
Just goes into the body of Putnam and then floats it with his left hand. And Hillcrest on a 7-0 run to start the fourth, and that's going to get a timeout from Coach Watts.
Only a 13-point lead now. 5:10 remaining in the ball game.
This has happened before, Dave.
It's a full timeout. We'll take that. We'll give you a couple more of these, folks.
Yeah.
Cache Valley, or let's see, Young Toyota and Young Honda for 100 years, delivering exceptional customer experience. Think young and drive young. Napa Auto Parts. Parts and oil you need to keep your car or equipment running at its best. Locally owned and operated from Preston to Providence. And Les Olson IT, if you're concerned about your network, folks, call Les Olson IT. They'll give you a free network assessment. It's beyond copiers and printers these days at Les Olson IT. It's free, or it's IT support. Great Basin graphics, custom t-shirts, detailed embroidery, and graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
If you go to our fan section and all the comments, they say how much people love to hear you read these to them.
Oh, yeah?
They love the Cinnamon Bear.
I think more they're like, why don't you give Nick a turn
soft,
or two on
silky
those?
Voice. Nope, they don't want to hear me do this. Car problems? Trust Cache Valley Auto Care for expert service, backed by excellent online reviews and customer satisfaction. Find coupons on their website. I'm assuming CacheValleyAutoCare.com.
Do we have a comment section that you're talking about, or are you just making that up?
Oh yeah, there's a comment section.
Where, like on the YouTube thing?
No, I just make it up.
I don't think I want to see those comments.
No, you don't.
No, we don't.
Highly critical of the Cinnamon Bear. Our fans demand the best, and they get it.
Dawson Lowe gives to Cam Earl. He's
bucket.
open for three. No good. Rebound. Out of bounds. Pinocchi up there, had a hand on it, couldn't grab it.
I almost want to say we're not going to call a foul on you, but we're going to call it off you, even though it might not have been, because there was probably a little bit of over the back.
But you have to hit somebody. I mean, he was just reaching forward.
Reaching this way?
Yeah, I wouldn't have called that over the back either. And I've heard refs say there's no such thing as an over the back call.
It's a push, right?
Yeah, you're fouling from behind. If you're tall, if you're bigger and you can just get it and you're behind a guy, that's not over the back. 3-point shot is in and out, taken by Anton Mahler. Rebound grabbed by Ridgeline's Earl. Cam gives it off to Dawson Lowe. Lowe gives it to Putnam. Now they swing it around the perimeter. Jackman tries to drive baseline, goes up, can't get it to go. Rebound is going to be off of Pinocchi, and even if he wasn't out of bounds, he gave it to Tyler Jackman, who was stepping in from out of bounds, and that would have got a violation as well.
Another turnover for Ridgeline, as the struggles offensively for Anton Mahler continue, as he hasn't found a stroke here today. Only 3 points out of him.
Miles Mahler straddling the three-point line, gives to his brother Anton. He gets into the lane. Look at Pinocchi up there to block that shot. 3-point shot by Pike, looks long, is no good. Rebound grab by Pinocchi. Jackman into the front court. He'll give to Pinocchi. Just right at the top of the key. Goes right side to Jackman. Deep in the corner now, right to Dawson. Gets it over the top. Oh! Pinocchi probably should have gone up, but he tried to wrap around pass and he airmailed Earl on that backside.
He had the smaller Martinez on him, and instead of going up, just threw Martinez, who he can definitely elevate over. He tries to wrap around pass, and it throws it out of bounds. That's like the 5th turnover in this quarter.
Long three taken by Anton Mahler, and he makes it. Just like that, he's got a 10-point lead.
You can tell he can shoot it.
Yeah.
He just hasn't got shots to fall. He has 2 threes and 6 points so far. Only a 10-point lead now.
Yeah, that's cut the Ridgeline lead in half. It was 20 at the end of the third.
Ridgeline has not scored.
Pass outside to Pinocchi. Now to Putnam. He forces a shot up and off the glass and in.
5 minutes in, nearly 5 minutes in, Ridgeline finds their first points of the 4th quarter after just a plethora of turnovers. They get on the board.
Mahler gives it outside to Pike. Pike drives, kicks to Martinez. Back to Pike in the corner. He gives to Anton Mahler. He's hit a couple this quarter.
There's a
left side
look.
Pike, 3-point shot. Got it. Sorry, that's Tyler Ashby. Now those threes start to fall. It makes things awfully interesting. It's a 9-point lead for Ridgeline, 46-37.
Well, when you open the quarter, I mentioned how good they played in the third, and we've seen a little bit of inconsistency out of Ridgeline over the course of the year. And this 4th quarter, to start the 4th, you go 5 minutes, and your offense is only able to produce 2 points and about 6 turnovers. It's just got to be frustrating as you let that 20-point lead dwindle down to only 9 now. Single-digit lead here for Ridgeline. We've seen this happen before, Dave. It's
14-2 advantage for Hillcrest in this 4th quarter.
Yeah,
and they have hope. They have hope.
You take an 18-4 victory in the 3rd, and you just kind of
flip-flop it.
Yeah, squander it away. It's not completely, squandered. You've got a 9-point lead. You just got to take care of the ball, get shots, get a shot on offense. You can't have all these empty possessions.
You've definitely given Hillcrest hope right now.
And momentum.
Yeah. There's at the beginning of that 4th quarter, if you could put a couple good stops together and some buckets, you can kind of demoralize them and take away that hope.
By 24
but
or
now
26.
You can't.
On another turnover.
By Pinocchi.
We got to figure this out.
Let's see if they get another one here. Anton Mahler drives. His shot's blocked by Pinocchi.
It's got to be with the body, and that's 4 on Pinocchi.
I think Andrew's coming out right now anyways.
It's got to be incredibly frustrating for him. Andrew just, look how he kind of has floofed that hair, discombobulated, because he's like, that's not a foul. I kind of agree with him. I think there's been 2 on him in this ball game where it hasn't been near the contact that you've seen in other calls that haven't been called.
Mahler gets the free throw. This is Anton.
All
7 of his points in this quarter.
I almost think the big body of Cade Barrett creates different matchup troubles for both the Mahler brothers. So we'll see which one he gets matched up on.
Dawson Lowe now with a 7-point lead is going to bring it across against Josh Pike. Gives it off to Earl, and he'll hand it to Putnam.
Oh, shoot it!
Shoot it, Barrett.
Why
He's
not?
open for 3. Airballs. That's why. I guess. Wasn't feeling it. That's why in one of those times you got to be ready to shoot. 3 ball in the way by Mahler.
Goodness. No way!
Anton Mahler, 11 points in the quarter.
11 out
He
of
just made
Anton?
both free throws.
Oh, that's right.
And just like that, it's a 4-point game.
Just like that, Anton Mahler hasn't been doing anything offensively. He averages 11 on the season. He's at 11, and that's what got the Huskies back in the ball game. Only a 4-point lead with 2 minutes, man. I tell you what, if I watch this Ridgeline team go up 20 to start 4th quarter in the playoffs and kind of repeat, like you said, what they did against Westfield.
Feels very similar. They did end up winning that ball game, so hopefully they can do it again. Cache Valley's
Didn't we have to win that in overtime? Didn't that go to overtime when we were at Westfield?
I don't think well, I can double check it. Cache Valley's #1 place to get the most money for junk vehicles and scrap metal. Pickup is available at D&D Auto and Salvage. Call 787-1204.
Let me tell you something I really like about Coach Wads. He's a very composed coach. I mean, he gets riled up and he gets frustrated, I'm sure, but he always keeps his composure. And at the end of the games, the thing he's trying to do is just win. He doesn't care about style points. He doesn't care about, he complimented his team coming down the stretch when I was like man, we gave up a huge lead and Westfield got back in. He complimented them on making the plays to win the game.
Yeah.
So this game's not over. You have a 4-point lead with 2 minutes to go. The scenario's just different. Make the plays to win the game, and who cares how you win? You just got to win.
That Westfield game did not go to overtime.
The one at Westfield didn't?
Yeah.
Or the one here? The second one I don't think here did.
Oh, here did. It could have done,
okay.
yeah. Putnam up high, can't get it to go, goes back up and gets it, and they wrap him up.
I gotta give Hillcrest. Oh, did they call a foul? Ooh!
Putnam came down, and then Pike tied him up.
Oh my!
They must have seen a foul down there, I guess.
I was gonna say I gotta give Hillcrest credit for just keeping their composure and not letting this game get out of hand. They've crawled back into it. Here goes Earl to work.
Cam Earl's blocked up top by Anton Mahler.
And he is feeling it right now, folks.
Yeah, he is their guy right now, trying to look for his brother down low. They got it, and then kicked outside to Ashby. Ashby drives, he's fouled.
On the ground, they call it on the ground.
Ashby also has a 3 in this quarter, so he's shooting it now.
Going back to Waller and Martinez, 2 of their starters, both with 4 fouls in the third. What a great job they've done to keep themselves in the ball game and not fouling out, as one of the Ashby brothers has fouled out. Now the other brother on the line misses his first.
Tyler misses the first of 2.
Barrett has 4, Pinocchi has 4.
And Barrett comes out, and Pinocchi comes back in, joining Putnam, Jackman, Earl, and Lowe.
Ashby looking to bring this to a 1-possession game.
Free throw is in and out.
Oh!
But he gets the rebound.
Nope. Oh my gosh.
Saves it in and goes to Anton Mahler.
Oh my gosh.
They all boxed and nobody grabbed the ball.
And what a play by the 2 seniors. Ashby, 1, to get his hands on that offensive rebound, and 2, Anton Mahler to call the timeout. I mean, what great game of awareness and just composure to have that tip to him by his teammate, and immediately, it wasn't the coach, immediately Anton Mahler called a timeout, which was the right play.
Hillcrest still has one timeout remaining, and Ridgeline's got 2.
How do you figure? Oh,
just
right
watching
there?
the guys down here.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because there's no like TOL on our scoreboard.
Just kind of watching the refs coming over and checking to make sure, and the what do you call this guy? Sideline ref? The guy that wears the referee shirt?
The official down the score table ref.
Yeah, he just signaled that Ridgeline's got 2 and Hillcrest has 1.
Score table official.
Coming back for Ridgeline is Earl, Putnam, Jackman, Lowe, and Pinocchi.
I can see some veins starting to pop in Coach Wadsworth's head.
Yeah, it's getting hot under that collar. Coming back for Hillcrest is Miles Mahler, Martinez,
4-point lead.
Tyler Ashby,
Hillcrest with the ball.
Josh Pike, and Anton Mahler. Martinez is going to inbound. Trying to get it in, still trying to get it in, does get it in.
That's a travel.
To Ashby, couldn't get it to go. Rebound is tapped out to Martinez. He gives to Anton Mahler, back to Martinez. Right side now, Tyler Ashby. Dribble handoff to Martinez, and now right side is Pike. Brings it to the middle with the dribble and hands it to Mahler. He splits the defense. Drawn kick out to Martinez. His three-point shot is long, no good. Putnam with the rebound. And they come over and try to immediately tie him up.
Martinez is just fouled out of the game after missing a three-pointer that would have got him back within 1. He's extremely frustrated as he just fouls out, and it's going to put Putnam on the line for 2.
Yeah, the senior Martinez hoping his team can somehow figure this out so his high school career can continue. Putnam is at the free throw line. So Putnam today has been there just to finish the three-point play, and he made it. Free throw coming for Harrison is long.
Oh. So free throw shooting woes for both teams as Ashby misses 2, which would have brought him within 2, and now Putnam to extend the lead. Misses his first.
Second free throw coming is good. So that free throw puts the lead to 5, 47-42. A 30-second timeout, you say?
Yep, 30-second.
I was trying to look and see some of the statistics on who you want at the free throw line here at the end.
Probably Dawson Lowe.
I would think so too, but they put Jackman there to do the technical, so sometimes that makes you wonder if they've been looking at those numbers too and trying to figure out who should be in those places.
My last replay, Dave, of any kind of Ridgeline highlight, back in the third quarter.
Really? You've gotten wrapped up in the ballgame.
Well, I mean, I don't know that we've had anything to celebrate much over, you know?
Okay, that's a good point.
They only have 3 points.
Tyler Jackman is 73% on the line for the season.
Dave, listen
Dawson
to me.
Lowe's 68.
3 points in the fourth. 3.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done.
A 2 by Pinocchi and a foul shot by Putnam. And that 2 by Pinocchi was banked in.
Yeah, it was a tough finish.
Yeah.
Putnam shoots 69% from the line.
You say Dawson 77?
No, Dawson 68.
Oh, so
Tyler
Jackman's
your
77.
highest.
Okay.
Yeah. Cooper Hall was 75, but unfortunately they don't have Cooper.
Find the hot hand of Anton Mahler here.
Yep, right side is Pike.
Wow.
Nice floater on the baseline. He got it to go.
3-point lead for Ridgeline and a timeout by
and that's
Hillcrest.
the last timeout that Hillcrest has.
I don't know if I don't know that I
use that right there.
I don't burn that baby. No, not with 32 seconds. I mean, I know it's good to kind of set up what we're going to do from here on out. Are you going to foul immediately? There's no shot clock right now. So there's 33 seconds in the game. The shot clock is turned off. So what do you do, Dave? Do you extend the game by fouling immediately, or do you try to get a quick steal? If you don't get it, then foul. So you've lost probably 10 seconds on that first initial attempt. But for me, if you're going to burn your last time out right here, I immediately foul on the inbounds, and I put them at the line and make three free throws and just extend the game as long as I can. And I tell my kids, we have to get into transition offense on any miss or make that Ridgeline has and push the tempo to the rim to try to get a quick bucket. You can't sit there and run any kind of offense with only if your approach is extending the game, you got to just go downhill and get to the rim.
Nobody on this team shoots really, really great from the free throw line. But
for
of the guys on, for
Ridgeline,
of the guys on the floor,
Jackman's the best.
Cam Earl is at 75 or 77%, and then Tyler's at 73. It'd be interesting to know the stats like in crunch time, like in the last minute.
Yeah, who's best under pressure?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna find out right here. Dawson Lowe with the ball.
Pass fake. Dawson gets into the front court.
Yeah, and they're trying to foul him.
They are trying to foul Dawson, and that's going to put him at the line. Dawson, coming into this ball game, shoots 68%.
Yeah, so I think the approach was we're going to try to go for an early steal. If we don't get it, we're going to foul.
Well, the important part here is that he makes one of these two, at least one of these two. It
Push
gets
it
you
into
a two-possession game. The Hillcrest crowd is up and cheering. Free throw is good. Nothing but net. Dawson, cool as a cucumber, steps up there and knocks it down.
The senior that leads in every statistical category with the exception of blocks. He leads in points. He leads in assists. He leads in rebounds and steals.
He made them both.
Knocks
and both
two
of those
free
were
throws down.
Pure as pure.
Yeah, just shoot it.
Down the sideline to Ezra Bell.
Oh,
skip
they're going to get a look.
To Ashby. 3 balls short. It's an air ball. Rebound Pinocchi. Pinocchi gets it out of his hands to Earl, but they foul Pinocchi. 15 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and I don't know if Ashby's the guy you wanted, but that's the guy you got for Hillcrest that gets the open look, and he airballs
he
the three.
hit one already in this,
he did.
Quarter.
Yeah. That's going to foul out Miles Mahler, who leads the team in scoring. He has 14. He's just fouled out.
Jack Bradburn is going to check in, the junior, 6'1 junior. Hasn't been on the floor yet in this ballgame.
You got to find a way to get the ball into Anton Mahler's hands once he had those 9 points.
Yeah, I agree.
And
he's your hot guy.
Yep.
He had 11 points.
11.
3 threes and 2 free throws.
Oh, boy.
In and out by Pinocci on the free throw.
So Hillcrest not dead here as it's 5-point lead. You still are guaranteed a 2-possession game, even if he makes this.
Second free throw for Pinocci is good. Bradburn gives it off to Pike. 3-point shot is off the backboard, no good. They come over and foul Tyler Jackman.
Yeah,
Tyler Ashby does.
That's just frustration there by Ashby. He misses the 3 and now fouls Jackman, and pretty much the...
What an effort, though, by Hillcrest in this fourth quarter.
To come back from 20 points down and bring this to a 1-possession game. They were down, did they get as close to 3 or 2? I know they got within 3.
I don't know that they got to 2.
2?
What do we know? We're just announcers. Free throw for Tyler is
it
good.
only happened like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
How can you?
We got brains like goldfish. First free throw for Tyler is good. Second free throw coming here. And got it.
I feel like if we had a really good stat guy, we could really add to this whole broadcast.
Can you imagine? 3-point shot at the buzzer here by Ezra Bell is no good. And Ridgeline is going to move on in the tournament down to SUU after a hard-fought ball game by Hillcrest.
Yeah, we knew it wasn't going to be easy.
52-44. At the end of the third quarter, Ridgeline had a 20-point lead, and it got to 3, but they hung on to win it. I'll get you these stats, and Nick will cue up the stat music for us, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
When your car...
What an effort by Hillcrest in that fourth quarter, outscoring Ridgeline 20-8 when they were down 20 coming into that fourth quarter. Seeing some tears over there on that sideline, and deservedly so. Got some seniors that are finishing up their high school career here. Miles Mahler, Guillermo Martinez, Thomas Ashby, Josh Pike, and Anton Mahler all finishing up their high school career. And again, all the credit in the world to those guys. They came and they battled and did not give up the rest of the way. Ridgeline comes away with the victory 52-44 and led in scoring this afternoon by Dawson Lowe. I had Dawson with 17 in the ball game. Joining him in double figures was Andrew Pinocci.
Hey, before you get to this, I got a new stat guy that wants to come on board.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I just got a text from a great friend and a
confidant,
coach of the Ridgeline football.
Do you want to say it over the air?
Chris Tuckett.
If he'll come and do it, man,
we'll take it.
We'll take any help we can get.
And it's a volunteer pro bono position.
It's a very low-paying job, and by low I mean nothing. You just gotta come and want to like to do it.
Just keep the pencil sharp.
Otherwise, you're gonna have the grain of salt statistics that Nick and I provide you every game. Andrew Pinocci had 11 points, also joining Dawson in double figures. Close to double figures was Harrison Putnam. He had 8. Cade Barrett had 7. Cam Earl had 4. Tyler Jackman had 5 in the ball game. Yeah, that's your scores. Didn't get a third guy in that double-figure column. For Hillcrest, they were led in scoring by Miles Mahler. He averages 13 and he got 14 in this game. Also, Tyler Ashby had 10. Oh, Anton Mahler, sorry, he had 11. Averages 11, got 11. And all of them came in the fourth quarter. His shot didn't look quite there, but he fought through that until that fourth, and then it started to look really good. And that's a sign of a good scorer and a good shooter, is when you know you got it, even though when your shot's not quite filling, you got to shoot through that. And sometimes that's a difficult thing to do. So he had 11. Tyler Ashby had 10. 2 for Thomas Ashby, who was in foul trouble, I believe, a lot of the game. And then Josh Pike had 2 points in the game. Again, scoring by quarter, it was 12-10 at the end of the first quarter for Hillcrest. And then a really good second quarter for Ridgeline was 16-8. And then an even better third quarter, 18-4, thinking they were going to cruise home with a 20-point lead after the third. And Hillcrest had no thoughts of giving up on this one and outscored Ridgeline 20-8. It got it as close as 3, we think, off the top of our heads. Ridgeline does end up pulling it out, making a couple free throws down the line down the stretch for 52-44 victory for Ridgeline.
Salt Lake.
Yeah.
He's fine.
I'm going to be
He's
just
being
fine.
a drama queen.
I think you got to turn. There you go. That'll work. Coach. I mean, it felt a little like Westfield. We don't want to talk about it, but in that fourth quarter, things got away from you a little bit. But again, as is with Westfield, got to be happy with the way your guys just figured out a way to get the W and move on.
Yeah, we're not going to worry about how it ended. We're going to SUU, so
That's
we're
right.
happy. We'll talk about that later.
Absolutely. Your team, I thought defensively, especially after that first quarter, that second quarter your guys came out and defensively, and the third quarter went to a different level. Did you make any changes, or was it just a matter of talking to them about, hey, we gotta figure some things out here?
It's the same story every week. We got to lock in on their personnel better. Like number 0 was hard to his left hand, and in the first half we let him get to his left hand 4 straight times. So in that third quarter we did an elite job of it, guarding their personnel. In the fourth quarter we lost 41 a couple times, and that's all he does is shoot the ball. So again, I'm not going to call them growing pains this late in the season, but maybe lack of discipline at times. But we're going to keep our heads up. We're going to SUU. We're happy. We're 19-5. This is a fun year. Fun group.
So you have this vein that runs across the top of your head. Talk to me about the amount of blood that was flowing. No, I'm just kidding.
I might have a headache after this.
Hey, we all do. I just haven't shaved my head yet. Oh. I'm sure I had it up here too.
Well, I got to commend the way that you coach these boys and the way that you keep your composure, because I think the players will take on the characteristics of the coach. And if you're losing your mind, they're going to lose theirs. And the way that they're able to find ways to win games, I just love that you want to win first and foremost. How you do it is secondary. Yeah. And I know you got things to clean up. What are the things you're going to try to work on between now and Thursday to get you prepared to make a run at this state championship?
Well, I mean, that's a loaded question, because there's a lot of things we could work on, right? Like, that was an overhelp team, and we weren't connecting our passes as crisp as I would have liked. So we could work on that. We missed a rebound on a free throw blockout right down the stretch. Hey, so maybe we get down to the simple things of just rebounding with 2 hands, seeking a loose ball. So those are a couple things that just come to mind right off the bat.
We have Andrew obviously coming back from injury, had minimal minutes from what I understood at Mountain Crest.
Yeah.
4.
I didn't get to be there.
But those 4 were really good.
Yeah, he was good.
Really good.
But I thought he was a difference maker, definitely in this ball game, with his just not only athleticism, but his drive to go get the ball. And he finished around the rim in that, I think it was the second quarter. I had him with, he had 6 in the second quarter, 2 in the first, so he had 8 in the first half. Let's talk about what he gives to this team as far as his energy and just that effort.
Andrew's great because he can guard 1 through 5. And he rebounds with the best of them. So when he's on the floor, there's really not a guy we can't throw him on. So if we need a stop, if we need him to guard in a pick and roll, he can do that. There's a lot of pluses that Andrew brings, and a lot of it has to do with his mobile ability. But he's a great mobile defender with lots of length. He's so long. So he's a big deal on defense. It's part of the reason why we held him to 44. Yeah, and he's a
and
big deal.
And a 4-point third quarter.
Yeah.
He and Nick made a point earlier, and I think we could also throw Harrison Putnam into the same category as they are able to play defense vertically better than a lot of guys that try to lean forward because of the bounce that they have. It's kind of that little, pogo stick type of straight up that they can play with that. And that gives some players some problems. I thought that Miles Mahler had some issues with that.
Yeah, they both have what I like to call springy bounce. Like, it doesn't take them long to get off the ground. Like, as soon as they need to be off the ground, they're off the ground. It's not like a strong jump. It's a blink.
Yeah. What do you know about Murray or Hurricane?
I think we're playing Hurricane.
Okay, I haven't heard the final.
I heard they beat Murray.
Okay, what do you know about Hurricane?
We played Hurricane early in the year. They've got.
Oh, that's right, at the Green Canyon turn or the coach.
Yeah, Rod Tueller Classic.
Beat them by 1.
Thank you.
And
wow, what a game!
We controlled most of the game, but they are very talented. Their guards are very talented. They also complement those guards with an athletic, strong big. So. They're gonna give us fits. They're gonna be a tough guard, but we're gonna play hard enough to win. It's whether we're gonna be disciplined enough. Like tonight, we played harder than Hillcrest. I felt it's just we lost some discipline at times.
We were mentioning through the broadcast the physicality of the game didn't seem to get to you guys at all.
Yeah.
You matched it and overcame that physicality that Hillcrest was bringing at you. And I thought you played through the missed calls and the no calls way better than Hillcrest did from a composure standpoint. So. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to come down to pure execution. Can you execute and late in the game against Hurricane?
Can we be disciplined?
Hurricane beat Murray 71-61, so they got him by 10.
That's a good win for a good win for Hurricane.
Yeah, and historically that's a tough region.
Yeah.
Crimson Cliffs won the region, but then wasn't it 3 different teams?
Well, there was
Pineview,
Crimson
Hurricane,
and I think Dixie.
And Dixie. No,
they
were all
tied
tied for second place.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah, so it's
and this Murray team is in the same region as Hillcrest, and I think they finished ahead of Hillcrest.
They did.
Seating wise, I don't know record wise, but I knew this was going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah.
When we were up 20, I just was hoping we could just kind of
close the door.
Yeah, close the door and maintain. But those turnovers in the fourth, it just seems to come back and get us every once in a while. I was happy to see us get an 8-point victory.
Yeah.
Coach, that game on Thursday is at 2:30 p.m.
Yep,
so do you leave that morning, or are you going to try to go down the night before?
We'll leave 3 o'clock on Wednesday.
Okay, cool.
Staying in the Ritz-Carlton in Cedar, or where are you at?
I wish. We're at the Abbey Inn.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely.
The
Abbey Inn's great. And
I don't know if I should have said that.
It's a great breakfast. It's a great breakfast. It is.
I
Coach, hey, I'm telling you what, Coach T, Terrell Baldwin,
he knows.
Just loves the Abbey Inn.
Okay, well, there you go.
You're going to be just fine down there. It's a nice establishment. Coach, congratulations on your victory this afternoon.
If our fans are bored, they can go watch our freshmen in Salt Lake now.
I'm going to go. Hey, I'm not even bored. I'm just going to go.
So.
But congratulations. And we appreciate you taking the time to join us.
Well, I am bored, and I'm going to pass.
Thanks, guys.
I'll send you a note.
Good job.
Thanks, Coach. I'll make sure you know how that freshman game goes.
Would you please?
Yeah, he needs his love. There you go.
He does a phenomenal job with these boys, and I think down the stretch, you got to. I mean, the players make the plays, but the coaches are the ones that get them. Not only just to it's a composure thing. You have to compose yourself to be able to make those plays, and the way he draws up, I got his inbounds plays. I love the game management. I love his ability to control the outcome at the end of the game. He's a great coach. I hope he stays here for a long, long time, because this team has far exceeded. I don't know what everybody else was thinking coming into this season, but they have far exceeded my expectations of what they could do this year. 19-5, getting through the second round. They're as close as anybody else in this state tournament to have a chance to win it. They've already proven they can beat Green Canyon. Losing Pinocci and losing Cooper Hall along the way, Pinocci for just a short time, they haven't really shown any kind of letdown, and a lot of that is because of Coach Wadsworth. He needs a lot of credit for what he's done with this program.
Yep, and
in 1 year.
And he's put a really good staff together, and everybody's trying to click together.
It just looks like everybody is bought into what he's doing. You know what I mean? From the assistant coaches to the players to the underclassmen, and you see it more than anybody. I just think he's got this thing headed in the right direction for sure.
Yep, for sure. And as you mentioned, I hope he stays here an awfully long time, at least another 3 years.
Yeah, you got a freshman down there playing for old Britton Coyle, and so
yep, it's
he could be scratching at the door of some varsity minutes next year, potentially. Okay, all right. I don't know what it looks like.
I think they got.
I
they
heard
kept
that
a lot
Jackson
of sophomore.
point guard is kind of a kid.
He's solid. They have a couple that are solid, but
he'll be playing some JV
They
ball.
got a lot of They got a lot of sophomores that they've kept this year. That
they do.
Feeling solid.
Yeah, they do.
We'll see. You never know. Let's cross that bridge when we get there.
Wrap this up.
Ridgeline wins this ball game 52-44, and they are headed to SUU. Their first ball game will be at 2:30 on Thursday. They'll be playing Hurricane. While you're queuing up the outro, let me give you also, 2:30 for the boys. The girls on the same day,
7:30.
Should be in the evening. Is it 7:30?
Yep.
And they will be playing Cedar.
Hometown Cedar. The hometown crowd is going to be there and rowdy, I can guarantee you. And it's a whole pile, from what I've heard, of Southern and Salt Lake officials. So
we'll see how it goes.
Hold on to your caps if you're going down there.
Yep, Ridgeline will be there. Girls 7:30, boys at 2:30. Hope you can make it down there. Have a good night, everyone.
This Ridgeline Riverhawks broadcast has been a presentation of 104.5 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com, made possible by the support of our sponsors, Castelite, The Cater Shop, DD Auto and Salvage, Great Basin Graphics, Adams Wealth Advisors, Cache Valley Auto Care, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Cache Valley Daily, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, The Logo Shop, and Planet Fitness. Watch replays of previous games on CashValleyDaily.com.